Now to the growing problems for Sean Diddy Combs. Yesterday, we told you how federal agents searched 2 of his properties as part of an investigation into alleged sex and drug trafficking.
In Miami yesterday, a similar scene. HSI agents seen taking away evidence, including a laptop.
The speed at which it appears these raids were conducted suggests that agents were concerned that they needed to secure evidence quickly and prevent anyone from destroying evidence before they got there.
On March 25th, 2024, federal agents stormed 2 of Diddy's most iconic properties, his sprawling Los Angeles mansion and his luxurious Miami estate. These raids, part of a larger investigation led by the FBI and the Department of Homeland Security, marked a pivotal moment in Diddy's increasingly tumultuous legal saga. For months, the media had been rife with rumors of criminal allegations, misconduct, and even more sinister activities that could shake the very foundation of his empire. But nothing could prepare the public for what was discovered inside the walls of Diddy's Los Angeles mansion. What the FBI found there may very well change everything we thought we knew about one of hip-hop's biggest stars. The freak-off parties, a dark world of excess and exploitation. For years, whispers had surrounded Diddy's notorious freak-off parties, lavish, secretive gatherings that were said to push the boundaries of excess and propriety. Held at his Los Angeles mansion, these parties were infamous within the entertainment elite. A-list celebrities, models, and rising stars would attend, drawn by Diddy's immense influence and reputation for opulence. But behind the glitz and glamour, many suspected there was a much darker side to these gatherings. And after the FBI raids, those suspicions may have been horrifyingly confirmed. According to sources close to the investigation, the freak-off parties were more than just wild celebrations. The FBI was reportedly investigating claims of illegal activities that took place during these gatherings, including alleged exploitation, coercion, and even trafficking. Some attendees had spoken in hushed tones about the disturbing power dynamics at play during these parties. Diddy, they claimed, had a disturbing penchant for control, using his influence to coerce vulnerable guests into compromising situations. One particularly dark rumor that has persisted for years is Diddy's alleged obsession with using baby oil at these parties. While it might sound like a bizarre fetish on the surface, insiders suggest that it was part of a broader strategy of manipulation. Diddy reportedly kept the atmosphere hypersexual, luring guests into situations where they felt unable to say no. Whether this was through intoxicating amounts of alcohol, a constant flow of drugs, or the seductive allure of wealth and fame, the power imbalance was glaring. Some former insiders have even suggested that Diddy used these parties as a way to gain leverage over his guests, collecting compromising information and footage that he could later use as blackmail. The idea of Diddy holding this dark web of secrets over Hollywood's elite is chilling, to say the least. But after the FBI raids, what had once been dismissed as gossip now seems far more plausible. The FBI's raid, what did they find? When federal agents entered Diddy's Los Angeles mansion, they weren't just looking for luxury items or signs of drug use. They were searching for evidence that could substantiate the long-standing rumors of criminal activity. According to sources close to the investigation, the agents seized electronics, including laptops, mobile phones, and hard drives, many of which were reportedly encrypted. These devices, investigators believe, could hold the key to uncovering the full extent of what happened during these freak-off parties. There are unconfirmed reports that among the items seized were video recordings, explicit photographs, and even detailed logs of transactions that took place during these gatherings. Some sources suggest that these recordings could include incriminating footage of high-profile guests engaging in illegal activities, whether willingly or under coercion. If true, this could not only destroy Diddy's career, but also bring down some of the most powerful names in the entertainment industry. Speculation has also arisen around whether these seized devices contain evidence of blackmail. Several insiders have alleged that Diddy had a habit of recording his parties, capturing moments of vulnerability, debauchery, and illegality, and keeping these recordings for his own protection or leverage. If the FBI uncovered such material, it could explain why so many celebrities who were once close to Diddy have remained silent or distanced themselves from him in recent months. Diddy's predator. More than just allegations. Beyond the freak-off parties, there have been darker whispers about Diddy's predatory behavior. Over the years, several women have come forward with allegations of misconduct, harassment, and worse. One of the most disturbing allegations stems from a highly publicized $30 million lawsuit filed under the New York Adult Survivors Act by one of Diddy's ex-girlfriends. The woman claimed that Diddy used his power and influence to manipulate, control, and ultimately abuse her. While Diddy has vehemently denied the allegations, calling them financially motivated, the mounting evidence against him is hard to ignore. The FBI's raids could reveal even more shocking details about Diddy's relationships and interactions with women. Reports suggest that investigators were particularly interested in uncovering any communications or transactions that might corroborate claims of trafficking, misconduct, or other illegal activities involving women. The possibility that Diddy used his power to exploit vulnerable women for years adds a new, horrifying dimension to the investigation. But it's not just women who may have been victims of Diddy's predatory behavior. Several men who were once close to the music mogul have spoken out, albeit anonymously, about the disturbing atmosphere at Diddy's mansion. One former associate described Diddy as having a God complex, using his wealth and fame to manipulate people into doing things they would otherwise never consider, whether this was through drugs, alcohol, or the promise of career advancement. Diddy allegedly created a toxic environment where saying no wasn't an option. The blackmail allegations. Did Diddy control Hollywood's elite? One of the most chilling aspects of the investigation is the growing belief that Diddy may have used blackmail to maintain his power and influence in Hollywood. Several former insiders have come forward, alleging that Diddy had amassed a cache of incriminating material, recordings, photographs, and emails detailing the illegal or immoral activities of his high-profile guests, whether these were consensual acts or coerced moments. The idea that Diddy held such powerful secrets over some of the most influential people in the industry has sparked intense speculation. Imagine the kind of material that could be on those seized hard drives, private footage of celebrities engaging in illicit activities, messages between Diddy and his associates discussing how to cover up scandals, or even evidence of financial transactions that link Diddy to darker, more nefarious enterprises. If the FBI has indeed uncovered such material, it could send shockwaves through Hollywood, triggering a massive fallout that no one saw coming. There's even speculation that some of the celebrities who attended Diddy's freak-off parties may have been blackmailed into staying silent or participating in further parties. Could this explain why so many of Diddy's former friends and collaborators have distanced themselves in the wake of the investigation? From Justin Bieber to Leonardo DiCaprio, the silence from Hollywood's elite speaks volumes. Were they just innocent partygoers, or did they know more than they let on? The dark heart of Diddy's empire. As the FBI continues to sift through the evidence seized from Diddy's mansion, the full extent of his alleged criminal activities may soon come to light. Diddy's empire, which was built on his larger-than-life persona and his undeniable influence in music, fashion, and media, is now on the brink of collapse. Brands that once clamored to be associated with him are now backing away, and his media company, Revolt, is struggling to maintain his partnerships amid the growing scandal. The raids were a turning point, in a months-long investigation that had already seen Diddy hit with multiple lawsuits, ranging from misconduct to trafficking. But the legal ramifications may only be part of the story. The psychological toll of the revelations, both for Diddy's victims and for the public, could be immense. What happens when someone so powerful, so influential, is exposed for the predator he allegedly is? And then there's the question of Diddy's family. His sons, Christian and Justin Combs, were reportedly present during the raid at his Los Angeles mansion. They were allegedly seen in handcuffs, though it remains unclear whether they were arrested or simply questioned by authorities. The involvement of Diddy's family adds another layer of complexity to the story. Were they caught up in the scandal, or are they simply victims of circumstance? Either way, their presence during the raid has only fueled public speculation about how deep the corruption runs within Diddy's inner circle. Hollywood's silence, a ticking time bomb? One of the most telling aspects of this entire saga is the eerie silence from Diddy's former friends and collaborators. Celebrities like Jay-Z, Beyonce, Justin Bieber, and Leonardo DiCaprio, all of whom were once regulars at Diddy's mansion parties, have remained suspiciously quiet in the wake of the FBI raids. Their reluctance to speak out has led to rampant speculation. What do they know? Were they witnesses to the darker side of Diddy's freak-off parties? Or are they simply trying to protect their own reputations? As more details emerge from the FBI's investigation, Hollywood may be forced to confront its own complicity in Diddy's alleged crimes. If the evidence seized from his mansion includes incriminating material involving other celebrities, we could be looking at a scandal that makes Harvey Weinstein's downfall pale in comparison. The entertainment industry has long been criticized for protecting powerful men at the expense of their victims. Could Diddy's case be the tipping point that finally forces change? The final reckoning. As the investigation unfolds, the public is left to wonder just how deep Diddy's alleged criminal activities run. The FBI's raids have already revealed a side of Diddy that many had long suspected, but few dared to acknowledge. A side steeped in power, manipulation, and potentially criminal behavior. If the rumors of blackmail, exploitation, and predatory behavior are true, Diddy's empire could be irreparably damaged. The freak-off parties, once seen as nothing more than extravagant celebrity gatherings, are now being viewed through a far darker lens. What happened behind the closed doors of Diddy's mansion? Did these parties serve as a front for illegal activities that went far beyond mere debauchery? And if the FBI's investigation uncovers the full extent of Diddy's actions, what will become of the man who once ruled both the music and business worlds? Diddy's fall from grace could have far-reaching implications, not just for him, but for Hollywood as a whole. The entertainment industry may be forced to reckon with its own complicity in enabling men like Diddy to operate unchecked for so long. And as the FBI continues to dig deeper into the secrets hidden within the walls of Diddy's mansion, one thing is clear: the truth will out, and when it does, it could change everything. Conclusion: what comes next? The investigation into Diddy's mansion is far from over. As the FBI combs through the evidence, the public will no doubt learn more about the true extent of Diddy's alleged crimes. The implications for both Diddy and the entertainment industry are enormous. What the FBI discovered inside Diddy's mansion could not only bring his empire crashing down, but also expose the dark, hidden world of power and exploitation that has operated in the shadows for far too long. As Hollywood's elite braces for impact, one thing is certain: the Diddy investigation has only just begun, and the fallout could be far more explosive than anyone ever imagined.